This will be your home hub of where you will be operating the Rently system. So then we'll go over is how to add a property into Rently. To do that, you'd go ahead and click this orange Add New Property button. It'll then take you to a page where you can enter in the property details. Now, if you're using one of our softwares that we pull from, you can go ahead and click this Pull From Website button. And what that will do is it will give you a list of your properties that you have in your property management software, such as Appfolio, Buildium, Propertyware, Free Rental Site. We can pull from all of those property management softwares and then preload your data for you so you're not having to re-enter that information. Now I'll show you how to enter in a property manually into the Rently system. So you would just go ahead and type in the address. The bedrooms and bathrooms are required fields, as well as the rent price. And then additionally, you can type in a description. You can select any amenities that you have on the property. And then in this box here, you'll be able to assign the device that you want to have at the property. So primary device number is going to be the serial number of the box that you wanted to assign. Now when you click the drop down, it'll give you a list of your available devices. Just select the one that you want to place at that property. For access instructions, this is going to be instructions that we send the renter, letting them know where they can locate the lockbox at the property. So most often it will just be on the front door, but if you have a front gate where you want to attach the lockbox to, or maybe the property has a security code, you can go ahead and enter that information in this section. You can go ahead and leave Smart Home Hub blank. This is for our sister company, Rently Keyless. They offer different smart home technologies, so for now you can skip that. Next is setting it up for self-showing. So if you have it set to auto-showing, that means that the lockbox is at the property and it's ready for people to go ahead and self-tour. The other option is pre-leasing, which allows us to market the property, but it's not quite ready for showings yet. So we'll place it on the market and then gather a waiting list of interested parties. And then once you do set the property back to auto showing, we'll go ahead and email everybody on the waiting list, letting them know that they can then go ahead and self-tour the property. You can then go ahead and upload your photos. And then click Save. Now you can see the property has been added to your properties page on this list here. Next to the property is a new set of buttons, and we'll go over what each of those buttons mean now. So the preview button will generate the listing on Rently.com. So this is the page that we want your renters to be directed to. So the way that we do that is through our syndication and marketing. So we'll go ahead and syndicate your properties to the major listing sites. And then from there, our syndication is nice because we have an auto response feature attached to it that allows us to auto respond to your inquiries that come in from the listing sites so that you're not having to manually reach out to prospects and give them the information about how to self-tour. We'll go ahead and do that for you. So once they get that auto response message letting them know that you use Rently and they can self-tour, they'll go ahead and click a link in that email where we then redirect them to your page, to your property on Rently. And from here they can go ahead and click the Self-Tour Now button and register on Rently with their ID, credit card, and a selfie that our security team checks to make sure that everything lines up and is attached to the person who is signing up for the account. One thing to note about the Rently syndication is that Rently does have to be your only source of syndication for that auto response feature to work. So when you're adding properties, if you have property management software or maybe you list your properties on the MLS, you want to make sure that you turn off the marketing syndication, so either post to internet or the outside syndication. If you can go ahead and turn that off and allow Rently to handle that, then we'll be able to send that auto response message to your email inquiries. Now, if you ever need to share that registration page with your prospects, you can go ahead and use this marketing link button, and it will give you a link to your property on Rently. So you can even put this on your property description on your website, or just share this with any of your prospects. And you can also share it through text. So if you have their phone number, you can go ahead and take down their cell phone number, and we'll text them the link to your property on Rently where they can go ahead and register. Another option is to send codes directly to prospects. So this actually bypasses our Rently registration and security process and allows you to send a code directly to the prospect. So if you click that button, the new visitor direct code, it will take you to a page where you then take down their contact information. So their name, when they want to go out and tour the property, and then their phone number. And then for this option, we do have the ability to take down their credit card information on the next page, but it's not required. So it is up to your discretion whether you want to take down their credit card information or not, but we do give it to you as an option for a little bit more added security for the direct code option. So again, just to be clear, the marketing and text link will take renters to the Rently registration page where they're required to register with their personal information. The new visitor direct code bypasses the Rently registration and security process and does not take down any personal information from the prospect. The next option we have here is the activity log, and this is going to be where you can see all of the activity for your property. So you'll get to see how many showings, calls, emails you're getting, as well as where your leads are coming from. And then once you start getting inquiries and showings, the prospect's contact information will show up in this section, as well as any vendor access, and additionally, any feedback that renters leave about the property will also be found in this section here. So it's a nice snapshot of all the activity that's happening for your specific property. And then if you ever need to share this information with anybody who doesn't have access to the Rently portal, you can do so using this report URL button. What that will do is generate a live link to your property's activity log, and that you can go ahead and share with other people, perhaps if you do owner reports, or just need to share this with anybody outside of Rently. Finally, once you get your property leased out, you can go ahead and click the Move to Archive button. And what that does is it will turn off the marketing for the property, it will unassign the lockbox, and it will also move the property out of this view here and into the Archive Properties tab. So if you ever need to put the property back on market, we save the property details for you, and you can easily move it back over